Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jennifer. Today is going to be a quick eye look. I was going through my eye palettes and I was like, I don't really use this. I've used this palette once, and I did a collab with that, and that was with Jennifer's Beauty by Oxygen. I'll link her. Go check that video out. But it's a beautiful, beautiful palette. The shimmers are so incredibly creamy. They're putty-like almost. And that's them. And that's them, just a quick swatch. They're just really beautiful. And even the mattes feel super creamy. So I wanted to do, I'm just going to swatch one of the mattes at the very bottom. So I wanted to do two looks with this palette to determine whether or not I'm going to keep it or not. I know several of my YouTube friends are doing this. They're doing, 2 or 3 looks with a palette to kind of see the variety that you can come up with. Because, when I open this palette, I immediately know what I want to do. It's not that many shades. And I like all of the shades in here. So I'm going to kind of see what I can come up with. And I'm just using concealer on my eyes. I know how this palette works in terms of longevity. I have used this palette before. I just used it once on camera. Used it when I first got it. However, I'm not keeping this makeup on for an extended period of time. Therefore, I'm not going to use eye primer. All right, for setting the lid, just kind of putting a basic wash down. I'm going to use this shade, which is Nude Beach. I'm just going into that. And I'm just kind of patting this everywhere that I put that concealer. It's a really pretty transition shade, actually. I do love this palette. I think it is. I do have some dry skin right there. It's odd how I have dry patches on my eyes, but I have the oiliest eyelids. This part never gets dry. Let's go into shade Sunkissed, which is this one. I'm going to do the same look for both eyes. See, I want to deepen it up, so I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is Overnight. I didn't say the name of this palette. It's the Beauty-Wanderess Escape. Isn't that pretty? I love this palette. It's just so beautiful. And then it's purple, a sunset on the back almost. Okay, now I'm going to grab a smaller brush and go into that shade. Is if I had a complaint about this palette, it's that it doesn't have a deep enough shade in it to achieve what I want. I mean, I'll swatch that shade. I mean, there it is on my finger, and I'm going to swatch it right below that first matte that I swatched. So that's that. This is as deep as it's going to get. I will take a little bit more of that sun-kissed shade just to kind of go over and blend everything. And for the lid, I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to go in with this shade right there. If I can get it in the frame. I forgot I zoomed it in because I was just kind of going to focus on the eyes. And this is pretty. It's right there. That's kind of grungy. Yeah, we can do grunge. These they did initially feel like a super shock. And I'm going to take this shade, Daydream, which is a little brighter. And I'm going to pop it in the center. Just because we don't really have a whole lot of definition going on, that I want to kind of highlight the lid a little bit. And I'm just kind of going over that. And oops, for the inner corner, I'm going in with Moonlit, which is this shade right here. Really pretty shimmer. If you can hear something, it is raining here. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to clean this up, put a lip on. I'm not doing my whole face. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys. This is the finished first look using the Beauty-Wanderess Escape. And I used Nude Beach to set my concealer. Then I went in with Sun-Kissed in the crease. And I tried to deepen the crease up with Overnight. And for the lid, I went in for Santorini and popped a little bit of Daydream in the center and used Moonlit as the inner corner highlighter. I think that's what I used. Is that what I used? Yeah. Well, that's what I use now. And for liner, I felt this was really missing something. So I went in with my LA Girl Shockwave Wave eyeliner, metallic eyeliner. This is in the shade Brown Sugar. And this is that swatched. And that's just what the pencil looks like, the Shockwave. And I went over it, my lids a little bit, kind of in the lash line, but just a little bit over, just to bring a little bit of depth and darkness to the outer. And then I took it and went to about right there on the lower lash line. And I just grabbed a little smudger brush. This one happens to be a Morphe M408. And I just, I took the end of it and I just took that liner and I just was able to move it, maneuver it, and blend it a little bit. It's probably not going to blend now because this is a pretty fast drying liner, but you can see it smudges a little bit. And that's what I did. I just kind of went over it a little bit. And I don't think I'm going to do any mascara just because I'm getting ready to go babysit, and I really, I don't need to. But for my lips, I used the Revlon in the shade 130 Rose Velvet, which is that shade right there. And that's what the bullet looks like. And I plopped on some of the gloss by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This one is in the shade, what does this say? I actually grabbed the wrong one. Crystal Climax. I have another one that I thought, and it's more of this color, but I'd already grabbed it, and so I just put a little bit of this on to tie the eyes in together, and that's it for this look. Thank you guys for sticking around. Stay tuned for look number 2. This is look number 1. Hey guys, welcome to look 2 and 3 using the Beauty-Wanderess Escape Palette. And today's looks, I'm going to try to utilize this pink and this matte pink. This is going to be a very simple eye look. So let's get started. I just set my eyes with, I used concealer and I just set it with a powder, just a plain translucent powder. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to take Enchanted right here. And I'm going to put it on my fluffy brush. And I'm going to do just one eye. This shade is absolutely stunning when blended and built upon, but for this look, there's not really a deep color in this palette, and I've touched on that before. Now, I'm going to take a more concentrated brush, this is a Packer brush. It's a Luxie, I believe. Yeah. And I'm going to pick up that same shade, Enchanted. And I'm just going to tap it right up in here and hopefully build this. I love the colors in this palette upon first glance, but then it just kind of, I don't know if disappointment would be the best way to characterize it, but it is. But it's easy for a simple two shadow look. And now I'm going to take Flourish, which is this pink right there, and I'm going to apply that to my lid again using the finger. And I'm just going over the whole lid with this. These used to be a lot creamier than they are. I mean, they're still nice, but used to be a lot creamier. Let's see if I can blend that a little bit. Yeah, see, I'm just not happy with that second look. So, let's remove the lip. For lip on this eye, I used the Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Boy Bye. This was, pretty sure that's the name of it. It's the Velvet. Yeah, Boy Bye. And it really is a beautiful shade. I will swatch it without lip liner or anything. And I'll swatch the two colors that I used. Those are what's on my eye. I did pull out an eyeliner, but I don't even think I'm going to mess with that. So, look 2. Now, let's find an appropriate look 3. And let's go in with Sunkissed as our transition on this eye. I think I want to do a halo on this eye, or spotlight. This definitely requires a lot of skill that I do not possess. And therein lies the issue of not having a deep shade, but I'm going into that overnight. And I know I've used this in the other look, but it's kind of all that I have. And I think I can just build it. Actually, I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And then I'm going to do, maybe Stargaze or even this Sea Glass. Plus, I'm going to go in with the Sea Glass and then put a tad bit of Stargaze on. That way I've used the majority, if not all of them. Okay, now let's see. Let me build this up a little bit more. I did find my glitter glue. I did. I had been looking for it. It fell under something. Now, I think I'm just going to use the tiniest bit of concealer to get those colors on. And this is where I come in and try some sponge tips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in to Sea Glass. I'm going to kind of saturate my brush. And I'm going to pop this right to there, not covering the whole area where I put concealer at, but the majority, at least all the way to the top. And now I want to put a little bit of that Santorini, that shimmery brown. Kind of blend that out. I love this shade. And now I'm going to take my finger, now that I've got it up there, and I'm just going to reinforce that green a little more. And I'm going to go in with my sponge, and I'm going to pick up this and put on the edges of this, which is Stargaze. I don't want to lose the green. can feel the fallout. Yeah, I'm going to go back and reinforce that green again. And brown. And take the smallest brush that I have and pick up that Stargate again. And kind of brighten up that blue a little bit. And I would pair this with a different lipstick, and I'll be right back with this eye complete. Okay, guys, eyes done, touched up a little bit, wiped up the fallout, and I put a new lip on. And this, in this shade right there, and it is called, it's from the Lip Bar, and this particular shade is called Cocoa Cooler. Let's see if it will focus. And yeah, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful shades. Oh, love these. So creamy. I didn't even use a lip liner. Now, I am going, this is a duochrome eyeliner. I've never used it except to swatch, but it swatches amazing. It looks blue, but I kind of want to go over this a little bit, or actually this a little bit, because this is just so monochromatic. So let's see what we can come up with. Okay, this is the second, and this is the third. I used the duochrome eyeliner from Rasha B Cosmetics, and once it warmed up, it applied very smoothly, which is very rare on, because I have wrinkly eyelids. But, and so I laid it aligned here and my bottom lash line, and on this side I just layered the bottom lash line because this had too much going on already. But this liner on itself is just beautiful, so I felt like I could do a little bit more with this eye. So, and of course I went in with Moonlit for the inner corner. So that is it for my 3 looks, 1 palette. And these are my thoughts. I like the looks that I came up with. I think I like this one the most. Yes, it's the most basic. However, that's what my eyes are immediately drawn to when I open this palette. I mean, it's not even drawn to this. However, I do need to go ahead and start really using it because these shimmer shades have always been super creamy, and now they're starting to not. The pink still is, but you know, it's starting not to. And I love that I can just take, you know, if I'm in a hurry, I can just take that shade, throw it on my lid, and go right beside it with my finger and grab that and whoop, 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 just put it all over my eyelid. Yes, I covered up the eyeliner, but you know, the point of it was that. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know, what was your favorite look? Was it the first clip? Was it the pink? The two-step pink is what we'll call it. And we'll call this one the Halo Eye. Okay. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Be beautiful. Be kind. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.